Hello everyone and welcome to another edition of the Gunpla Network News. As always, I'm your host, The Spicer, and today's episode of the news is brought to you by none other than those fine folks over at Canadian Gundam. Canadian Gundam is your one-stop shop for all things Playmo and Gunpla here in North America. With a private warehouse option, flat rate shipping to the US and Canada, and a vast catalog that's restocked regularly, they're going to have just about anything you're looking for. So when you're checking that vast catalog and placing your next order, don't forget to use the promo code Gunpla Network to save yourself 10% off. Now we have quite a bit to get into news-wise, a lot more variety than we had last time, but we're going to start off with the Intrigue Raid 1144 scale Wing Gundam. We don't currently have a release date or price, but we do have some product images, and it looks pretty good. Like this, much like the Intrigue Raid Strike Gundam, looks very similar to its high-grade counterpart that is also pretty solid. I'm glad to see the Intrigue Raid line continue. I'm glad to see we're getting more mainline Gundams. I would love this line to expand even further because so far everything has really looked really solid and they're pretty fun to build. I mean, they're really easy, which is nice. So really cool. Glad we're getting it, and I hope for many, many more. We also have the high-grade 1144 G-Quux White Gundam, or the base version of the RX-78-2, with a release date of December 2025 and a price tag of 2,200 Japanese yen. This is the Raid Gundam, but of course in the regular Gundam color scheme. It doesn't have the funnels with it. Outside of that, looks to be kind of the exact same thing. It is cool that we're getting this, well, recolors always feel a little iffy. This is a really good one. I think this and the Red Gundam both work really well. I would really like it. It'd probably be Bandai, but I'd really like if they did a Unit 1 as well, because that would be quite cool. But yeah, more of these. Like this design. Glad G-Quux is still getting some love. Then we have the high-grade 1144 scale Gundam Zagan, with a release date of December 2025 and a price tag of 3,080 Japanese yen. So this is just a little bit more on the Zagan. We mentioned it last time, but we have a confirmed release date and price now. Really nice. We do see a few more product images of it, but generally speaking, really cool, very unique, very IBO. It's very different than anything we're getting from pretty much anything else. So these big crab claws are pretty cool looking. We also have the real grade 1144 scale Shining Gundam with a release date of June 2025 and a price tag of 3,850 Japanese yen. This, I think, oddly enough, is going to be in a somewhat of a contest with itself, in a way, of being the definitive version of the Shining Gundam. I like this. This is definitely something that I might pick up in the future, but it is something I'm going to talk about in a different video. This is, I think, a lot more stylized, a lot more complex, a lot more in terms of surface detailing than its Master Grade counterpart, and I think there are valid reasons to have both, but I'm really loving this design, and the real grade line continues just to release bangers, so I'm really excited for this. We also have the Master Grade 1100 scale Gundam Barbatos Lupus, with a release date of November 2025 and a price tag of 7,150 Japanese yen. This thing still looks great. The more images we see, it just continues to look awesome. This, I think, for the foreseeable future until November is probably going to be everyone's top as far as what they want and what they're excited for, what they're looking forward to. So it just looks awesome, and we've been waiting so long for this. Now we kind of have a twofer here. We've got more pictures of the actual inner frame of the upcoming Perfect Raid Unleashed RX-93 New Gundam. In conjunction with that, it's also set to release in January 2026 for a price tag of 66,000 Japanese yen. And the inner frame looks great. I mean, this is kind of what you would expect for the Perfect Raid Unleashed. Tons of mechanical detailing. A lot of cool stuff going on inside. So I think genuinely there are going to be a good portion of people that just kind of half build this in a way. With one half being mechanical exposed detail, the other half not. But yeah, they've built some gimmicks into this. This looks really, really cool. There's some cool lighting elements that looks like it goes on in there. It looks like you can lift up the cockpit portion to where you can see the actual cockpit with the light going on inside of it. The inner frame detailing, it just looks awesome. Now, of course, it's going to be pretty expensive. But speaking of the lighting, we also do have a price tag for the LED kit that goes with this. While we don't have a release date as of yet, it is priced at 15,400 Japanese yen. So all in, between the 66,000 yen for the perfect grade itself and then another 15,000 on top of that for the LED unit, it's going to be a pretty penny. We also have the P Bandai Hybrid 1144 scale Gundam Xylus, something along those lines, with a release date of July and a price tag of 2,970 Japanese yen. I'm not gonna lie, I know very little about this. This does give me some subtle vibes of maybe being tied to some Hathaway design, just from like a pure aesthetic standpoint in kind of its design philosophy. But I'm almost 100% sure it's not. It's got some like weird funnily effect parts on it, so I'm guessing this is probably something completely unrelated. I'm sure someone in the comments will let me know what this is, because I'll be real honest, I have no idea. I do know this next one though, the HGUC Mobile Worker Med. This is a Gundam-based limited release with a release date of August 2025 and a price tag of 2,200 Japanese yen. And yeah, mobile workers, we're getting those. That's kind of cool. The more weird stuff that we get that's not actual mobile suits in Gundam just tickles me to death. I love seeing this stuff. This ships weird pieces of equipment, like the mobile worker from Origins we got. That was a really neat one. But this, 100%, sign me up for more of this, please. But that has been the news for this week. Now, if you have any individual thing from this week that you did like, is saying, hey, that's my favorite thing, go ahead and put it in the comments down below. I fully expect to see a lot of Master Grade Barbatos Lupuses down there, but maybe there's a few Warriors coming out for Shining Gundam, who knows? Or, you know, maybe we've got some GQuX fans down there that are really hyped for the original RX-78-2 colors of the Gundam. Anyway, let us know, and we of course appreciate you sticking through this video and watching with us. As always, friends, I've been the Spicer. Keep on building.